Hello everyone, and this is my review for WWE NXT on September 28, 2016. And well, what can you say about this show other than, well, at least match-wise, it was Squash Match Central. It basically was outside of the main event for the night. You have Ty Dillinger going up against Angelo Dawkins, who I still don't get the fact that he's trying to stir the pot and everything. I love how Corey Graves gets on his case too throughout the entire match to go along with it. A rather quick match for Ty Dillinger to go over after the match, because before they went onto the show, you had William Regal in the ring announcing that the second Dusty Tag Team Classic was going to happen. And everything in that sense. That makes me happy on there, because last year's was really good. Hopefully they can match it again this year. And with some of the teams that have been announced afterwards, because this is being recorded a little bit later on, because I've been a little short on time this week. But with some of the teams that are being announced, such as Hideo Itami and Kota Ibushi, and a couple others that are going to be in there, it should be a really good tag team tournament. But after the match, you get Bobby Roode coming out there and wanting to team with Ty Dillinger, and Dillinger obviously accepts. In the end, he accepts reluctantly a little bit, because you got a face and a heel in that sense of everything. But you have the fans chanting "Glorious 10," and you have Bobby Roode calling it perfectly glorious, and you had Corey Graves even going off and saying it's gloriously perfect. It came off a lot better in the end, especially off the promo and everything in that sense. You were going to have a match with the Ely brothers, who are a new team coming to NXT, going up against the Revival, but Samoa Joe just ends up coming down and beats them down. Cuts another promo like last week. He basically saying he wants Nakamura, or he wants his title back from Regal. You know, basically calling out Regal and Regal in this sense of everything, to bring him Nakamura or bring him the title. And I loved what the Revival did. It's like, you know what? We're good. Peace out. Have fun. And it's like not wanting to have anything to do with Samoa Joe in any way, shape, or form in that case. So I liked certain aspects of that, but like I said, most of the show is Beatdown Central. You had Ember Moon going up against Mandy Rose. Ember Moon goes over, rather short match, a little bit of back and forth between both sides, so both sides did get to show off a little bit of something in their match. Ember Moon going over with that corkscrew twisting stunner that they're calling the Eclipse now. I like the name of the move. It works to the character perfectly. At least to me it does. You also had the Authors of Pain beating up a couple of local guys. Again, rather short match. Nothing more to really say about that, other than now Paul Ellering gives you a little bit more in a promo afterwards. Paul Ellering's like, the first chapter was the introduction, and now the second chapter is about the bringing in the pain, or something in that sense. I forget exactly what he said off the top of my head, but it was, you know, something to go along with the Authors of Pain name with everything. And the last ominous words that he gives is like, and that's all you need to know for now. And they just go off. Like, he's giving it in short spurts. He's not giving it all away right off the bat. You also had a Regal promo backstage, talking a little bit about everything that was going on with Samoa Joe. They get interrupted by he gets interrupted by Blake and Murphy, and they want in the Dusty Tag Team Classic, but they're kind of still showing dissension and everything in that sense. So you have some small stuff going on there to go along with it. Liv Morgan versus Asuka. Asuka wins in under a minute. You know, they kind of promoted this. You figured they would give Liv Morgan a little bit of a chance, but they're basically just showing how dominant Asuka is at this point in time, and like that no one can do anything about it. And it's like, who's going to be the next woman to step up and everything in that sense. It makes it almost feel like Asuka should just be up on the main roster, not even lose the title, and they kind of go back to that whole maybe making a another tournament for the next NXT Women's Champion. We'll see where they go with everything on that sense, but man, they did not do Liv any kind of credit here in any way, shape, or form. This brings into the main event of the night. Actually, before the main event, you did have a promo from Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. They have a checklist now of things they want to do. 1, beat the Revival. 2, win the Dusty Classic. And 3, win the NXT Tag Team titles. So you have them. You have this aspect that they're going to still be on NXT for at least a little bit longer. They're not going to necessarily just be on Raw with the Cruiserweights. So it seems like the Cruiserweights are going to be divvying up time between Raw and NXT for a little bit, because what was it? Lindsay Dorado showed up on Raw, but now he's here on NXT as well. I know the tapings are different and everything in that sense, but you had Hideo Itami against Lindsay Dorado. Decent match from both guys. I thought it came off rather well, and it basically led to Itami, after Itami winning the match with the GTS, he calls out Austin Aries. Aries attacks him from behind, leaves him lame as the show goes off the air. So, overall, like I said, there was some good stuff to NXT, at least building up certain other things. But match-wise and match quality-wise, it was squash match central this week for NXT in that sense of everything. So, but there was some good promo stuff, like the whole setup between Ty Dillinger and Bobby Roode. I thought came off rather well. The announcement of the Dusty Classic, some small things like that came off as rather good in the end. So, with that being said, that is my review this week for WWE NXT. I thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.